Good morning, students. Myself Renu Yadav, and today I will teach you Light and Shadow, Science, Chapter 10, Part 2nd. In the previous part, we learnt about what light is, what are the different objects that allow different amount of light to pass through them, what is shadow, how shadows are formed, and about the length of shadow. In this part, we will move further. Earth and its movement. Children, the earth shows two types of movements. The earth shows two types of movements. First is rotation and the other one is revolution. Rotation, it is the movement of the earth on its own axis. It causes day and night. The part of the earth that faces the sun has day, and the part of the earth that is away from the sun has night. Earth spins around its own axis just as a top spins around its spindle. This spinning movement is called Earth's rotation. One rotation is equals to 24 hours. In this diagram, children, we can see that the part of the earth which is facing the sun is having day, and the part of the earth which is away from the sun, which is not facing the sun, is night. Revolution, it is the movement of the earth around the sun. It causes seasons. The earth spins on its axis. It also orbits or revolves around the sun. This movement is called revolution. For earth to make one complete revolution around the sun takes 365.24 days, that is 365 and one and a half days. This amount of time is the definition of 1 year. The gravitational pull of the sun keeps Earth and the other planets in orbit around the star. Children, here in this diagram, you can see the movement of Earth around the sun. Children, here in this diagram, you can see that the Earth's tilted axis causes the season. Throughout the year, different part of Earth receives the sun's most direct rays. So, when the North Pole tilts towards the sun, it's summer in the northern hemisphere, and when the South Pole tilts towards the sun, it's winter in the northern hemisphere. Eclipse. An eclipse is a shadow formed in space that makes the sun or the moon invisible for some time. You have learned that the sun is a star and is fixed in position. The earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the earth. When the sun, earth and the moon come in a straight line, an eclipse occurs. I am repeating again. When the sun, earth and the moon come in a straight line, an eclipse occurs. Eclipses are of two kinds, solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse. It occurs when the moon comes between the sun and the earth. Solar eclipse occurs when the moon comes between the sun and the earth. The moon casts its shadow on the earth. People on some parts of the earth cannot see the sun. A solar eclipse can be total or partial. A total eclipse occurs when the sun cannot be seen at all, and a partial solar eclipse occurs when a part of the sun can be seen. A solar eclipse occurs when a portion of earth is engulfed in a shadow cast by the moon. Children, here you can see that a shadow is formed on earth, which partially or fully blocks sunlight. This occurs when the sun, moon and earth are aligned. Here we can see that sun, moon and earth are in a straight line. They are aligned together. Such alignment coincides with a new moon, indicating the moon is closest to the ecliptic plane. In a total eclipse, the disk of the sun is fully obscured by the moon. In partial or annular eclipses, only part of the sun is obscured. A lunar eclipse occurs when the earth comes between the sun and the moon. The earth's shadow falls on the moon. People on the earth cannot see the moon. A lunar eclipse occurs on a full moonlight. A partial lunar eclipse occurs when the moon is partially hidden. A total lunar eclipse occurs when the moon is totally hidden. A lunar eclipse occurs when the moon comes into the earth's shadow. Children, here you can see that the earth is in the middle and the earth is shadowing the moon. Okay, so a lunar eclipse occurs when the moon moves into the earth's shadow. This can occur only when the sun, earth and moon are exactly or very closely aligned, with earth between the other two, and only on the night of a full moon. The type and length of a lunar eclipse depends on the moon's proximity to either node of its orbit. A totally eclipsed moon is sometimes called a blood moon due to its reddish color, which is caused by Earth completely blocking direct sunlight from reaching the moon. With this, children, I enter with the topic. Thank you.